There it goes. Finally. Well, I never know. Tell you what. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here. Hold on, people. Let's see. There we go. There. Finally. I tell you what, people. We will do. I'm going to disappoint Marco 483 here, but we will do a professional show one of these days. Not today, though. Not today. I'm trying out two different microphones here and see if it would work, but I don't know. I've got the A. See if that one works. Of course, it's like 30 seconds delay, so I don't know if anybody's gonna help. All right, you got the A. Let's put this out in the chat here. You got a thumbs up for A. There's A. We'll try B here. Where's B? Beer's over there. Beer. Whatever. Yeah, that doesn't work. That's a little... Is that a little low? That's a little low. It's a little low for beer. Alright, we're gonna go back. There we go. Back to A. There we go. That's much better. Yes, indeed. Alright, I probably should have done that beforehand. Let's just go ahead and rewind everything there. Greetings, everyone. Greetings and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, we will not be doing a professional show, unfortunately, but one of these days, we are on the path to a professional show. Won't be today, though. Yes, indeed. Good to see Marco 483 here. Great to see VM here. Beer news is the best news. Yes, indeed. If you haven't checked that out, go out there in the not the comment section, in the description there. I got some links there if you want to check that out. We'll get to that. Oh boy, we've got some stuff there. We'll get to that later, but first off, let's just go ahead and get right on into it here. I had these salmon croquettes if you did a professional. For crying out loud. That's alright. That's alright. One of these days. One of these days. Not today, though. Alright, let's go ahead and get right on into it, people. We've got so much to get to here, including... Let me click on the thing here. It'll bring it up. Well, there's a Merv the spaceship there. There we are. Let me find it here. Because we actually got some stuff in from your boy Zach. He's doing this great stuff out there, and he's got another. Let's see, he came out with. I'm trying to remember if this was part of the Jawbreakers stuff or not. I can't remember if it was part of the Jawbreakers. Might have been on another campaign. I forget, people. It's so much going on out there, people. But anyways, a Narwal short. Let me go up here. The runner print file has been approved. If you got to check that out from Narwal there, I think it was an add-on. Pretty sure it was the $1 Jawbreaker book. You can add this onto it. Unfortunately, it wasn't $1, but there you go. Runner print file has been approved. Hi, everyone. Hi, you boy. The runner print file has been approved. It will go to print. I tell you what, people. It seems like half of Comicsgate is printing right now. Narwal just launched a new Indiegogo campaign. You can check it out here. A Narwal Shorts compendium. I'm not sure if you really want to get Narwal Shorts in the mail, but if you want to check that out. I'm sorry. It's a collection of shorts and one-shots from Narwal. So probably some artist stuff going through some of the books there. So, if you're a fan of Narwhal out there and kind of want to see some maybe behind-the-scenes stuff or, like he says, some one-shots out there, you can go ahead and check it out there. Doing really well, 17,222 as far as it goes. Let's see, when was this? September, just 2 days ago there. So there you go, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. 259 backers. With about a month left out there, so if you want, go ahead and check that out. But I tell you what, people, we're not here for Narwhal Shorts, are we? No, we're not here for Narwhal Shorts. The big campaign out there, I guess, kind of sucking up all of the oxygen out there is the new one from Mike Miller. Oh, I shouldn't say new one. It's been a cursed, some might say a cursed campaign out there. He's talking about the Shadow of the Conqueror out there. The enemies of self. That could be a good description of Bear trying to figure out the OBS and I tell you what a. Oh no, not NFTs. No, we're not gonna do NFTs. Sorry, knee-jerk reaction every time I see a drawn ape lately. Yes, Nick. Well, sorry about that. Sorry to trigger you. Sorry to trigger you out there. But we've got some stuff here from Mike Miller. We're fully funded. What was that, like a day and a half? 100 goal achieved, rather. We did it. Well, you did it, but congratulations. Thank you all. Thank you to all you awesome Shadversity. Is it Shad Diversity or Shadversity? Supporters, we did it. 100K. 100K, young lady out there, was a big goal to strive for, but just in a few days we smashed that goal and are headed to the moon. Well, indeed, there's cheese up there. A special thanks to every single supporter. We know this campaign. It came out of nowhere with a stealth launch. Well, it's been out there. You guys have just never launched it. So that's kind of interesting. Interesting way to do it, but there you go. We were absolutely blown away by the response from you, the customer, and the fan, and even a bear. We couldn't do this without you. Please spread the word. Well, that's what we're doing, Mike. And let your friends know about this awesome campaign. He says, thanks again, Shad, Mike, and the team. He's got a sneak peek. I wonder if this is a double page spread or if it's just kind of a single page spread here. But they're making the I believe it was a letter opener. They're making a letter opener for the. They're making a sword here for the main character here. So very interesting. Once again, the vampires out there. So kind of trying to figure out whether or not we're going to get Lone Star 3 first, or if we're going to get this book instead. That will be interesting. That will be a race to check out. Yes, indeed. Well, let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and just jump right on into it and pull it up. Let me see if I can find it here. 1 second here, people. Where did I put that? Let's see. Talk amongst your shells here. There's a nice little picture. Oh, there it is. Let me pull it up here. Because, kind of an interesting thing here, if you people haven't checked it out here already. Let's go ahead and check out the Indiegogo campaign. Do kind of something that we like to do here, kind of a campaign, a review of the campaign out there. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it here. Let me find where am I at, Bear? I tell you what, one of these days. There we go. There we are. Yes, indeed. Let me see if I can actually, if I can do this number. Let's see. Dang, it only does the, oh, for crying out loud. Alright, well, we'll skip over that. Skip over that and just jump right on into it. Enemies of the Self. Yes, indeed. Shadow of the Conqueror, volume number 1. Who gets to fight the monsters of the world than the greatest monster the world has ever known? Yes, indeed. Well, Bear's a little humble out there, I wouldn't say he's the greatest monster out there. Top 5, top 10, top 25 at least there. Yes, indeed. From Shad Brooks out there. I'm doing really well. Almost at 150K. Almost there. Very good. With only 42 days left there. So let's go ahead. Let's get right on into it here. Let's see if I can, let me range my screen here. It would be helpful if Bear could see things. Yes, indeed. Otherwise we're just stumbling through the woods here. Shadow of the Conqueror is the breakout success, beloved, and controversial debut novel by Shad M. Brooks out there. Nice little cover there. A tale of a deposed tyrannical empire who embarks on a journey towards redemption, becoming 17 years old and obtaining the mythical powers of the legendary Archknights. He must battle his inner demons, his violent and cruel inclinations, much like Bear, and enemies both old and new, in hopes of pushing back much of the darkness he brought to the world. Yes, indeed. So there's a nice, I believe that is the cover to one of the, you got a couple different covers. We'll go through them in just a moment here, but there you go. Very nice little artwork there. I think the colors are still a little bit, they're still working on them a little bit there, so it might change. It might change just a little bit. Shadow of the Conqueror is based on one of the most well-crafted. God, dang it! I need to do the audiobook announcer guy voice here. We should do that. Let's try that. Shadow of the Conqueror is based on the most well-crafted and unique fantasy worlds the genre has seen in many years, and fans of the novel have been craving to see the world depicted visually. Now, Shadow of the Conqueror is coming to you in an epic graphic novel adaptation with the incredibly talented art of Mike Miller. This will bring its dark, challenging story to the fans and readers alike. And new readers alike, I should say, in another wonderful format, making the story more accessible than ever before, and enabling fans to enjoy it in many ways. Mike is a 30-year veteran of the comic book industry. Bear should change up his thing. He should do kind of a 30-year veteran of the woods. There you go. Adding a year to it. Mike is a 30-year veteran of the comic book industry, famous for his work in DC Comics' Injustice series, George R. R. Martin's Game of Thrones comic book covers, and related graphic novels, including Lone Star. We're still waiting on, but that's alright. That's alright. Oh, Batman. Batman looks very shocked there. By the way, people, happy happy Batman Day out there for you good people. So, there you go. A very shocked looking Batman out there. There is, Injustice, God Among Us, the most iconic scene from the comic book series. Yes, indeed. The author of Shadow of the Conqueror, Shad and Brooks, has been a fan of both comic book and Mike's work for many years. It is thrilled to be working on, with him rather, to make Shadow of the Conqueror graphic novel to the highest standard possible. Yes, indeed. The book will be separated into 4 graphic novel volumes. The first one is entitled Enemies of the Self. Whatever. Has 48 pages of stunning art. Visually, the amazing and unique world of Everfall with some of the best works Mike has ever done. Yes, indeed. Except for a Lone Star, but that's alright. This book will get out there before that. Separating the book into 4 volumes gives great opportunity to adapt more of the work and even add new content not seen in the original. Far from being given secondary regard as a token adaptation that doesn't accurately represent the source material, the graphic novel are being made with the intent to form a crucial part of the Everfall story, revealing fascinating aspects to the characters and world not found in any other format. I feel like I'm on NPR or something like that. This is kind of odd. Don't forget Monster Hunt. That too. Yes, indeed. That too. As of the launch of this Indiegogo campaign, everything is ready for pre-production on this book. From the pencils and ink. It should have a little bit more of a British flair to it. Bear doesn't do the British. When he was struck by lightning, it was only American English. And that's why he doesn't go over to Britain. They don't speak English over there. Let's see, where were we? From the pencils and inks to the colors and letters, even the formatting, it's all about ready to go to print. That means the graphic novel will be in your hands much sooner than either Lone Star or Monster Hunt. Than many other crowdfunding projects. And the producers can guarantee its production in the first quarter of 2023. That's coming up pretty quickly here, people. That would be, that would be only a couple months away. With special collector edition covers, this is your one and only chance to secure these special versions of this phenomenal epic fantasy graphic novel. Just because the mainstream comic industry is declining in both quality and quantity, it doesn't mean we can't still make graphic novels for those who love them and attract new fans to the format. Please share this Indiegogo campaign with as many people you would feel interested and who would love to enjoy such visually stunning and emotionally riveting story as this. Chronicles of Everfall, Shadow of the Conqueror, Volume 1, Enemies of Self. That is a long title. Holy cow. That is long. Or Canada, sorry, not sorry, P-Money. Oh man. Poor guy. I tell you what. Anyway, some great artwork here. Very nice. Kind of an old guy there, but I think he is the main character, like not brought back to life, but a younger version of himself. He gets to kind of like a Groundhog's Day, I suppose, to relive his life all over again. Yes, indeed. Still trying to figure out if this guy is running really fast or falling over, but that's all right. Looks very good. Looks very energetic. Very energetic out there. So yeah, very cool indeed. I got some nice artwork there, including even the shadows there. So there you go. You get a. Let's see if I can back out of that. You can get the light cover by Mike S. Miller and colors by Sunny Go. Sunny Go. Pretty good. Pretty good cover there. Or you can get another cover. It's called the Dayland cover. Same folks there. Pretty good. I kind of I like this first one maybe. It just looks a little bit more. It's strange to say, but it looks a little bit more energetic. I mean, obviously this has got a little bit more action going on, but there you go. Bear kind of likes here the Kanan White cover here. Looks really good. It looks a little bit more kind of like a traditional book cover out there. Very cool. Nothing against Mike or anything, but yeah. Kanan did a really good job on there. And of course you can get the what they call the McGrath cover. I'm not sure if that is a. Wondering if it might be another artist out there, so you get the McGrath cover. Yes, indeed. Also available in this campaign for the very first time, a very special editions of the Chronicles of Everfall, Chateau of the Conqueror, 2nd edition novel as a hardback collector's edition. To date, all of the first edition softback novels have been digitally produced on demand. This is the very first set limited print run of this epic fantasy novel, and covers have been reformatted from the graphic novel to make sure these unique collector items are even more exciting, people. Yes, indeed. There you go. There is a look at the book there. So, kind of a question there whether or not, they're calling it the 2nd edition, but at the same time it was printed on demand. So, technically it would be the 2nd edition there, but the first time that it has been published at the same time with all the books. So, kind of a technical thing there, but there you go. Very interesting. You get the same looking. They did the same covers for the graphic novel as they did for the book, the main book there. And of course, and just in case if that wasn't enough, for the hardcore Shadiversity fan out there, behold, we made a limited quantity signed leather-bound collector editions of both books. So there you go. If you've got one of those great grand libraries there, the one with the ladder that they move around, you climb it up there, and that's the book that I'm looking for. That might be the book there for your collection here. All leather bound, looking nice and classy out there. Yes, indeed. And of course, you can get the regular hardbound, leather-bound graphic. Let's see. Hold on one second. This one is the graphic novel. This one is the regular novel. The one without the pictures, as it were. Yes, indeed. So there you go. Probably more for the original fans of the book out there. So there you go. You can kind of get them collected there, all in a leather-bound edition there. Unsigned editions will also be available in limited quantities. What else could we possibly offer the Shadow of the Conqueror hardcore fans? How about Imperious? Yes, indeed. So there you go. There's your little letter opener. Yes, Imperious, the greatest Lightforged weapon ever made, has been reimagined as a fully functional letter opener. Made in a very limited run, this bonus is available as a free bonus in several of the collector's tiers. Please check the perks for their availability. So either if you go to check it out and you don't find it in there for free, either it's not part of that tier that you're doing there, or they might have run out here. So it doesn't say how many they've made there, but there you go. Stretch goals will be yeah. I was wondering where the stretch goals were. Will be announced as the campaign progresses. I would say at 150k, you're already over 50k of your starting goal there. So I would say probably pretty quickly there. Do some stretch goals there. Since a lot of it is printed already, I'm not sure exactly what they could add to it. Maybe like a bookmark, or maybe a card, maybe, or something like that. I wouldn't get too crazy with it. I wouldn't do anything like shirts, or well, that wouldn't be a stretch goal. That would be a tier. But uh, yeah, something along those lines. Maybe a poster of some kind. That would be kind of neat. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Are you new to Shad and Mike Miller? Here's some info on our creators and how to follow their works. There's Shad, looking very angry but also debonair at the same time. Yes, indeed. Raging with rage, but also in thought as well. Much like Bear. Yes, indeed. Shad Brooks is the creator of the hugely popular channel Shadiversity, where he does excellent videos on a variety of subjects, much like Bear, but with a nearly fanatical obsession with medieval weapons, armor, and lore. Well, Bear's fanatical obsession is with salmon out there. And you can check out his website, an official website out there. Yes, indeed. And then you got... Mike Miller can also be found on YouTube with weekly live drawing competitions and chatting on live streams at Blacklist Universe. I'm sorry. Beer finds that funny. There we go. And you can check out a free ebook of Lone Star while you're waiting on your third edition out there. Yes, indeed. Let's see. A marker for Anthony says, "Wow, just wow." I'm assuming the picture it's funny. It's funny to Beer. Since when these drawing competitions? Yes, indeed. Since probably, I don't know. Gosh, how long has it been? It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been a minute here. Yes, indeed. Why is this? Is it only scroll? Oh, look at there. Look at there. You can scroll. Huh. That's something new for Beer on Indiegogo here. Usually, when you scroll down, you just scroll down. But now you've got the... Let's see. Let me find a good picture there. I can leave it on. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and get right on into it here. Good to see VM here. Japanese night cosplay, he says. No comment. No comment up there. The Super Fan Collector's Bundle. You probably should be a super fan out there. $500. It looks like you get everything, all of the stuff that we're going to talk about here. So if that's you, go ahead and check. I'm not sure. Let me hopefully. Let me 1 second here, people. Bear with Beer. I just want to make sure here. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't still on here. Trying to figure out if it is... It's not... It doesn't say. It doesn't say if it's signed or not. So, I know there's some issues there. I believe Shad lives all the way down under, very close to Antarctica. Not quite close enough there in Australia. So they might have a little bit of trouble with the signatures there. But yeah, really 500, all these books. At least the leather-bound stuff should be signed there. That would be probably be the better way to go. But if you're a super fan out there, hey, that's fine. A graphic novel ebook is $15. They're using an iPad Pro. Look at there. Very cool. Just happened to notice that. The graphic ebook is $15, or you can get the novel ebook, also for $15. You can get the graphic novel for $25. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. How many pages was this? 1 second here, people. Did it say? I don't know if it said how many pages it was or not, but very good. Hardcover book for $25. I mean, a lot of floppies are going for 30 or 35 out there, so that's a really good deal. I really like that. Again, wish that it was signed out there. I don't believe. 48 pages out there. And you can choose your cover and everything. Not signed, but for $25, a pretty good deal. That's probably a very, very good deal, actually. Let's see. Bear with Bear confirmed. Yes, indeed. Well, I didn't want to. I forgot if this was on Bear's account or not here. A floating city reminds me of the Pura anime, says VM. Yes, indeed. Flat Earth confirmed. Yes, indeed. The hardback novel, pick a cover. So you can get the hardback novel there. So there you go, for $25. A very good option there as well. One thing that Bear would kind of recommend, especially if you like Mike out there, I wish more campaigns would do this. That would be the artist edition here, graphic novel for $25. That's a great deal. Not sure if you can bundle that together or not, but there you go. If you have the option to do that, just go ahead and bundle that together. You're getting two books for about the same price as a normal Comicsgate book out there. So there you go. Yes, indeed. You can pick both covers, graphic novel and the novel there. Let's see, one easy way to pick your favorite cover for both the graphic novel and the hardback. I'm wondering if you could. I haven't checked or clicked in on this. I wonder if you could choose one cover for one book and one cover for the other book, or if it's just the same. If it's the same, they should probably specify that. But $45, that's a really good deal. Two books there. I mean, the two books are 25 apiece, so you're saving about $5 there. So there you go. Very good. Very good. I like how they're trying to keep the cost down. Very cool. You can get all four of them for 75. Again, you're basically getting a book for free there. So, yeah, a book for free. So there you go. That would be the graphic novel. Or you can do the hardback novel there and get all four covers. You get a signed novel. This would be just the one here, so $75. And they only have 200 out of them, so about halfway gone there. So get your novel signed by Shad Brooks. There you go. Let's see. I guess he's just signing the novel, and then Mike is signing. Huh. Okay. So he's signing. Okay, hold on. Pardon me, people. Pardon me here. So that's interesting. Okay, so you can get a signed novel for $75, or you can get the signed graphic novel for $75. But the only option here is that it's going to be signed by Shad. It's fine. I'm sure that's fine for most people out there. But yeah, I kind of wish that the graphic novel would be coming signed by Mike. I think that would make a little bit more sense there. Although, a lot of Shad fans out there, they might want his signature on there. So there you go. The Ultimate Cover Bundle. You get all four collector's edition hardback novel, as well as the graphic novel for $50 off. There you go. Very cool. And then we get into the leather bound and pricey versions here. You get the leather bound graphic novel. I'm not sure if these are the ones that are limited or not there, but 7 people have claimed it there. You get the leather bound novel here for $1.99. Here we go. The signed, numbered, limited edition leather graphic novel. Due to the locale of our creators, getting these books signed is extremely difficult, but we've made a select few editions available to true collectors, only 200 signed and numbers. Copies will include the signatures of both. Here we go. So if you want to get both signatures, holy cow, you've got to step on up to the leather-bound graphic novel there. And there's only 100 of them, so they got about 11 claimed already there. So if you want to step up there, you're going to have to do that here pretty quickly, because it looks like that's going to be probably going relatively quickly here if you want it signed and numbered there. I do wish that they would have signed both books and some of the other tiers other than the leather tier. But there you go. That's your choice. You can get the signed leather-bound novel. Probably the same thing. Yeah. Okay. So this is weird. Like the graphic novel is signed for both of them. The leather-bound novel is only signed by Shad. You'd figure they would have both of them, but I don't know. Kind of interesting to see there. You can get the collector's bundle, get both of them. Are you that kind of collector? If you are, send Bear a link here because he would like to talk to you about some salmon delivery to Bear because that would be nice. That would be nice. No, that's fine. Let's see. That must have the finest possible option. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out if both of them are signed. Both the novel and the graphic novel. That's just the collectors. Okay, so okay, collectors bundle $3.49. Signed collectors set $5.49. Okay, so that one you get both the novel, graphic novel. Blah, blah, blah. This doesn't say if they're signed for both of them. I would assume the graphic novel signed by Mike and Shad, and just the regular novel is just signed by Shad. So there you go. Get on that, people. 34 out of 100 claimed. If you want some artwork, holy moly, 1K. 1K stepping up there. And then, of course, if you just have money to burn, money to burn out there, you can get some covers out there for 100, or excuse me, 10K. It probably could be 100K. I'm assuming Mike just doesn't want to ship stuff, so he makes this at 10K out there. So there you go. If you're a super duper, incredibly super duper fan out there, you can go check out one of the covers there. Yes, indeed. All right, for Bear's Pick, we kind of do this. If you're the super fan, you're going to probably be going for that. It kind of depends on where you're at. Maybe you might be overseas or something like that. So maybe the graphic novel, either the novel or the graphic novel, there might be a consideration there. $15, not bad, not bad at all. Beer would recommend the graphic novel here. $25, 48 pages. You get to choose a cover here. Beer would choose. I like how you can do both of this. You can scroll back and forth here. Bear would choose the Kane and White cover here. No offense, Mike. No offense. I think his covers are great and all, but man, oh man, that Kane and White cover here speaks to Bear. Yes, indeed. So probably check that one out if you like maybe both of them. Probably the $45 books, I should say. So you get the graphic novel and then you get the novel out there for $45. You save about $5 there. Not sure if you can kind of mix and match your covers there. That might be a question might want to ask up there before you check it out there. But yeah, there we go. Either the $25 version, if you want either the graphic novel or the novel, or just go ahead and step on a $45. You get both. I get to check that out. Or if you just really want to go crazy with it, maybe the leather-bound novel there. A little bit more, especially, situations here lately here with some folks there. But there you go. It's a definite collector's edition, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And do check that out. Yes, indeed. All right, so that is Bear's Picks. I'm scrolling there. This new one on Bear here. Anyways, Enemies of Self, Shadow of the Conqueror, Volume number 1. That would be the Chronicles of Everfall. Yes, indeed. So please go check that out from Mike S. Miller and Shad Brooks out there. Yes, indeed. It looks like we're going to be getting that pretty quickly here since sounds like it's already printed or mostly printed. So go check that out. You'll be getting it hopefully by the springtime of next year. It might be pretty interesting to check out. Yes, indeed. All right. So let me go back. To the chat here, see what we got here. Marco for Anthony hasn't even thought about that. Let's see. Well, thank you, VM. That's very interesting there. Let's see. I like Mike and Shad. Let me back Kyle 3 instead. Yes, indeed. Well, whatever indeed. So there we go. Enemies of Self. Kind of surprising. First off, they just kind of launched it there, and then the response that they get out of it. Let's see, almost 1,300 backers. That's a very solid backer number there. Mike was doing it. What was that last night on his channel? They were talking about the book and kind of where it was in relation to some of the other either comic gate books out there, or maybe just kind of the independent books out there on Indiegogo. Um, any book that reaches the six figures, young lady, should deserve respect out there for anybody. So we're not knocking anybody below on that list or anything like that there. But yeah, almost 150K over what, a couple days or something like that, 3 or 4 days there. So very cool, very cool. Probably after 5 or 7 days, we'll see how they did. Probably definitely over 150K. You only got 500 left. That's just one of those leather-bound books there that's signed. So there you go. Probably come up to 150K here relatively quickly. Yes, indeed. All right, let me get out of this. Where is my OBS? There's my OBS, because, as VM says, we actually have some very interesting news of the day out here. Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and get right on into that, because some interesting stuff out there. Let me see. Where am I? Here we go. We actually have some great news for you good people. Yes, indeed. Don't actually get to do some great news that often. Let's go ahead and find out. Let's see where we at. Here we go. Oh, and I gotta get the chat in here as well. There we go. Great news, people. Great news. Here is a resurrection of a DC character worth getting excited over. Yes, indeed, Warner Brothers will develop another installment of the 2005 supernatural thriller Constantine. And the studio is reteaming star Keanu Reeves with director of Francis Lawrence, who made his helming debut on the original. Great news! Awesome news! Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, Akiva Goldsmith will write the screenplay and produce the project with Bad Robot's J.J. Abrams. So the highest in the mountain, and then the lowest of the valleys out there. When it opened 17 years ago, the Reeves starring pick, based on the intricate DC character, grossed over $200 million in 2005. It opened a world of potential, and fans have long been hot on a sequel. Reeves will reprise his supernatural exorcist and demologist. Yes, indeed. John Constantine, who in the original is dying, but stays around to save his soul by keeping demons from hell from breaching Earth. He also gets battle between the Archangel Gabriel and Lucifer. Yes, indeed. So there's the great director, and then this knucklehead right here. Why? Can we find somebody else, please? Come on, man. There's got to be more than Bad Robot out there that can make some movies. Anyways, there you go. There is. Who was this? Deadline, and Mike Fleming Jr. Yes, indeed. So there you go. There is your good news, bad news situation out there. Had to get a drink there. All right, moving right along, we get to the New York Post out here, and let's see, Alexandria Steingard out here. HBO Max bizarrely photoshops cigarettes out of iconic Hollywood movie posters. How dare they? How dare they, sir? Actually, let me I had it here. There we go. Oops, there we go. Yes, indeed. So you can kind of see how they're doing some Photoshop work on some of the older movies out there. HBO Max is cutting back on costs and cigarettes too. How dare they? In a bizarre move spotted by film buffs on social media, HBO Max has been censoring cigarettes from select iconic movie posters that it displays on its streaming site. Angry movie fans rather took to Twitter to reveal the missing smokes on HBO Max's feed, which appear to be scrubbed from iconic movie posters for Roger Altman's McCabe and Mrs. Miller, as well as the life and times of Judge Roy Bean. Actually, a great film, and not because it co-stars a bear, but mostly it co-stars a bear. Back during the 70s when you can actually have a bear as a co-star now. These days, not so much. In the Photoshop poster, stars Warren Beatty and Paul Newman no longer hold cigarettes between their fingers, but instead appear to be posing bizarrely with digits raised, staring off into the distance. Paul Newman looked like he was, stroking his beard, maybe. One irritated cinephile slammed this streaming service, which is known for hits like Game of Thrones, its prequel, House of Dragon, and Succession, tweeting, "No smoking." Twitter users report HBO Max removed Warren Beatty's and Paul Newman's cigars from the movie poster art used on its homepage. McCabe and Mrs. Miller and the life and time of Roy Bean. Very good film. A photo of before and after. That's a terrible sentence. Before and after photo shots of the altered posters was included, garnering a slew of outraged replies. Ha ha ha, absolutely ridiculous, considering 90% of the staff at their parent WB Discovery vape and sniff cocaine at their desk, one user tweeted. I don't know. Hollywood would be a lot better if more Hollywood executives would switch from the heroin and go to the cocaine. It'd be a lot better, in Beer's opinion. How ridiculous, another user wrote. I am so glad I don't give a penny to HBO Max. Yes, indeed. Neither does Beer. HBO Max did not comment on why the images were altered. The news was picked up by a handful of outlets, including New York's Vulture site, which noted that cigarettes have also been scrubbed from Michelle Reyes' character in the promo still for Wong Kar-wai's Fallen Angels, as well as Kirk Douglas's character in the poster for There Was a Crooked Man. The author of the Vulture article, Eric Valias Boas, we'll go with that, tweeted out before and after images of the Douglas poster. There you go, you can see that right there. It's so bizarre once you see some of these side by side. So he's got a cigar in one hand, and then in the other one it disappears. Poof, it's gone. Although it's hard to say if these censored cigarettes are part of a larger health-related push. By the way, how about we start airbrushing out guns? You know, because guns kill people. Why don't we start airbrushing all that stuff out? I tell you what, like half of the Hollywood movies out there would just kind of they wouldn't be able to put up a poster. There is still a slew of posters on the service that do not include smoking and have been untouched so far. Do include smoking, I should say. They include the nitwits, the two Jakes, the less detailed, the man who knew too much, and the many saints of Newark, among others out there. Yes, indeed. Execs at HBO Max's new parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery, have been furiously making changes as they work to combine HBO Max streaming service with Discovery Plus. I wonder what they're going to call that. HBO Max Plus. Home to TLC, the Food Network, and Animal Planet. They are also working to cut $3 billion in costs by 2024, a promise the Z-Man made to investors after the $43 billion mega merger between Discovery and Warner Media. The company got down to business earlier this summer, canceling, thank you, the Batgirl for a tax write-off, slashing and putting up for sale dozens of titles, and removing 200 episodes of Sesame Street. All while enacting a slew of layoffs. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So there you go. Kind of interesting there. They're taking Photoshop to some of this stuff because they don't want people to see, a poster with somebody, so like, what's his name? Warren Beatty's like giving the peace symbol or something like that. I'm not sure what they're trying to do there, but very interesting. Kind of a stealth censorship out there. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. That's why Bear would say, just go ahead and get your DVD or Blu-ray copy of it rather than trying to rely on a streaming service out there. You never know. I mean, all of a sudden they could just sell it all of a sudden, and it's like poof, it's gone. So you never know. You never know out there, people. All right, let's move right along here to once again the New York Post. Yes, indeed. Andrew Court. Andrew Court out there. Oh, I need to. That would help. There we go. Pat Sajak reveals the Wheel of Fortune retirement. The end is near. Dun dun dun. Pat Sajak is gearing up for his final spin. The veteran entertainer, 75. Wow, he looks great for 75. Says he's almost at, quote, the end of his time on Wheel of Fortune after serving for, holy cow, people, 41 years as a host. Sajak made the shocking announcement in an interview on Entertainment Tonight on Thursday rather. We're getting near the end. It's been a long time. We're not going to do this for another 40 years. The end is near. Dun 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 dun. Yes, indeed. He added it's an honor to have people. It's an honor to have been in people's living rooms for that long. We're happy and we're proud. Wheel of Fortune first premiered way back in 1975, with Sajak hired as host in December of 1981. Vanna White, 60, she looked great at 65, was brought on as co-host in 1982. The duo has shared the screen together for the past 40 years. Last year, Today reported that Sajak and White had signed a lucrative deal to continue co-hosting together until partway through 2024. But Sajak's new comments could indicate they're seeking an early exit from the gig. Not really. They're probably just going to go through 2024 and then hang up their hats. Yes, indeed. Oh, there we go. Spin that wheel and buy a vowel. Don't forget to buy your vowels. Yes, indeed. It looks great for 75. Looks great for 75. Wheel of Fortune fans shouldn't despair, though, with Sajak saying the show is likely to continue long after he and White step off the set. In most television shows by this time, you would have said, that's probably enough, but the show will not die. Have you tried a stake through the heart? He explained, it appears I may go before the show. I hope not. It's not the first time Sajak has addressed retirement rumors, telling Entertainment Tonight last September that he couldn't foresee himself spending another decade on Wheel of Fortune. We're certainly closer to the end than the beginning, Sajak stated at the time. I'd like to leave before people tune in and look at me and say, oh gosh, what happened to him? I wouldn't bet on seeing us in like 10 years, I would say. So there you go, very, very debonair there, very good looking Vanna White there. Yes, indeed. That's kind of a classic 1980s look there. Still holds up. Still holds up. Yes, indeed. So there you go. Hey, who was this? Andrew Court. Andrew Court out there at the New York Post. Yes, indeed. Oh, Grant Cosby. Good to have you here, sir. Yes, indeed. End of an era. What will all the elderly people be watching? What will they fall asleep to? I mean, poor NCIS is like, half of their audience is like people have fallen asleep at Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy. I tell you what. The fall of Wheel of Fortune. Yes, indeed. That is true. All right, moving quickly along, people. Kind of a sort of update here, I suppose, of a story we did a little while back here. Circling back here to Deadline here, Bruce Herring, Dave Chappelle, attacker stabbed roommate with the same knife used at Hollywood Bowl. A comedian, Dave Chappelle, may have been in more danger than initially suspected when he was assaulted in May. That's right, in May, at the Hollywood Bowl appearance. Well, speak for yourself there, fella. They're kind of, when a crazed person jumps up on the stage and has what appears to be a gun, but it's actually a knife for some reason, I don't know why, whatever, and then kind of starts lunging at you and tackles you, you might be in some danger there. A roommate of the attacker that in that incident testified Friday that Isaiah Lee had used the same replica handgun with the hidden blade, crazy, to stab him in the abdomen. A roommate, Dijon Washington Lee, are they related? Wait, hold on. Isaiah Lee. the John Washington Lee? I don't know. I can't tell. Grew increasingly erratic in the months before Chappelle was attacked. Lee allegedly wrote strange notes and bragged about his marijuana use. He was saying, "I smoked on your brother." What? Bragging about how much money he's making, whatever he was doing, how much weed he was smoking, Washington testified. It didn't make sense to me. He knew my brother had passed away a few months before that. It was disrespectful. Well, she is an alphabet person, so they can get away with that. We started tussling, and I got stabbed, Washington testified. Lee fled the home after the stabbing. Los Angeles police records reveal photos of the knife found on Lee after Chappelle was tackled. Lee pled not guilty to misdemeanor charges of battery, possessing a deadly weapon with intent to assault, and interfering with a public event. He avoided felony charges. Congratulations, the George Soros prosecutors out there. Bang up job you're doing. Judge Kevin Stennis, whatever, ruled Friday that there is sufficient evidence to try Lee for the attempted murder of Washington, with bail set at $1 million. Lee awaits his arraignment on Saturday. So there you go, folks. It's not a felony until you get stabbed in the abdomen, and then the prosecutors out there might charge your attacker. If they're part of the alphabet soup out there, maybe not. So I believe they had I don't know if it was true or not, but apparently he had went backstage and found some bodyguards of Chappelle and didn't end up in a well position there. It looked like he got pounded on there pretty heavily there, and rightfully so. I mean, if the law here isn't going to do anything about it, well, you might want to take some stuff in your own hands. He avoided felony charges for that. I mean, you go try and take either a knife or gun and go up on a stage of a comedian out there. I don't know, Bill Maher. Let's just say you try to go do that to Bill Maher, Amy Schumer, or something like that. You think they're gonna say, he's fine. We're not gonna charge him with anything. It's fine. No, of course not. You're gonna be strung up on all sorts of charges. That's what you get away with, people. That is what you get away with. It's crazy out there, people. But what can you do? Yes, indeed. All right. Well, let's see. What do we have? Do we have anything else here? No, that was pretty much it. Let's see what the chat has to say. The fall of... Oh, shoot. Let's see. Am I still on here? Am I still on? Looks like I'm still on. Pardon me, people. Sometimes the Wi-Fi in the woods here kind of goes in and out, so I don't know if it's been kind of coming and going for you people here, but it might be a good time to wrap it up anyways here. We've been on about an hour there, so you know what? Go check out... Let's bring it back up here. Let me see if I can find it here. Please go check out the Shadow of the Conqueror. There's some good stuff out there. Not a bad price point there as well. So do check that out there. Narwal's book as well. Let me find out. Where's Narwal's book here? I'm going to check out either the Shorts campaign. I don't know if the Jawbreakers campaign is still up there or not, but if you happen to see the Jawbreakers, it's $1 for the book, people. Come on. At least it was. I don't know if it still is or not, but yeah, go ahead and check that out. Beer is losing kilobytes. I tell you what, I don't know what the heck's going on here. But there we go. Well, anyways, I want to thank everybody out there. VM, of course, Marco for Anthony. Great to see Grant here. And of course, all of the lurkers and Russian bots out there. We do appreciate you as well. Yes, indeed. Well, once again, we do these shows Wednesdays and Saturdays. I try and do nighttime stuff here, but if anybody has any amendments to that, hey, better do it in the afternoon instead. That's when I'm around. Go ahead, leave that in the comments there. Also, do check out, let me find it here, 1 second here, people. We do have let me find it here, where are we? You have the archives there. We put all of the live shows out there, so let's put that here. There we go. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. Bears Archive. We'll have this up probably in the next couple days or something like that. But it'll be here. You can check it out. Make sure you watch multiple times and hit that thumbs up as well. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, I want to wish everybody out there a great weekend. And we'll see you next time. Bear's getting a little bit hungry, so he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr.